Folks, doesn't get much better than this. We're at Rivers Casino, black and gold end zone. 3 hours before the kickoff. Look at the party going on out there. Great food trucks. Hey, great Miller beer, Miller Lite, fine wine and good spirits. Another window drop. And here he is. Look, Bob Dvorak, award-winning journalist, and he is ready to talk. Before we talk football, the loss of Connie Hawkins yesterday.
Is there a football game going on today or something?
We're not going to the game. We're staying here.
The Hawk was a legend in Pittsburgh. Won a ABA championship with the Pipers in 1968. Actually played for the Pittsburgh Wrens when the Civic Arena opened.
And the Sons of the NBA.
Yes, and he was sort of like way ahead of his time. He was Dr. J before there was a Dr. J. Great guy, great basketball player, and our thoughts are with his family on this sad day.
75 years young, but would you think, as I said yesterday, I think he was just as significant as some of the other great players of that era. People like a Moses Malone, people like a Wilt Chamberlain. I mean, he was important. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the face of basketball in Pittsburgh.
And he was a little before my time, but I did take a sports history class at the University of Pittsburgh, and there was an entire section about him and what he had done, because as I recall, I think he left school early to go to the ABA or challenge some of the NBA draft rules or something along those lines, Bob.
Well, he was caught up in a scandal that had nothing to do with him, but he lost his scholarship in college, was banned by the NBA. Luckily, he had a sharp lawyer, and David Littman in Pittsburgh got that overturned and was able to play in the NBA, but before he did, he played for the Globetrotters, a couple of Pittsburgh teams. Played with that red, white, and blue ball in the ABA. And that championship game at the Civic Arena was a sellout that had this place running.
All right, talk about this game today. Steelers, Jacksonville. Martavius Bryant may be out because of an illness that cost him, as we said earlier. He missed a couple of practices. They should be able to get through this team. And Ryan Shazier says they've got a better run defense than they did against Chicago a couple weeks ago. I don't think you can prove that point on what they did against the Ravens, because it really was Le'Veon Bell and Ben getting it done. But you've got Leonard Fournette, very good running back. You've got Blake Bortles, more than adequate quarterback. This is a game that kind of scares me. Also, Paul Posluszny, who's been in the league 11 years, second round many years ago, Buffalo Bills, still playing at a high level, even though I read an article in the Beaver Allegheny County Times that he believes this could be his last game in Pittsburgh because he may be contemplating retirement. So they've got enough weapons to beat the Steelers today, even though the Steelers are a favorite.
Well, yes, they do. It's not a gimme. I think the key to the game, though, is Pittsburgh being able to rush the ball against that Jacksonville defense, which is giving up huge chunks of yardage. But you've got to shut down that running back, too, because they've given up huge chunks of yardage to running backs. They've got to shut that down.
You have the last word, Counselor.
Well, a couple of things with regard to Posluszny. This team would have a better record had it not been for somewhat of a questionable call at the end of last week's game when he got his clock cleared a little bit and went back after a guy talking to him in the garbage, which is really not Paul Posluszny's game. He's a real guy who never has been known for those types of things, but it happened. It cost them, potentially cost them a football game.
Procedure is always a factor. Yeah, you gotta be able to play under control and recognize. They always get the second guy. Don't right. That's the way it is.
All right, listen, because you got me started, he's got the Post-Gazette. Baseball, I can't stop, I'm sorry. It's like playing them machines, you just want to go all night long, right? Listen, I love what Cleveland has done to the Yankees, especially with that 13th inning win. They're now up 2 games to none. You've got, obviously, Houston. Justin Verlander, I said, is that him in an Astros hat? They're up 2 games to none. You got Chicago and Washington deadlocked at a game apiece, and the Dodgers up 2 on Arizona. So it makes some sense to Major League Baseball.
Well, it's playoff baseball. You can't script it. The Tribe looked dead in the water, losing 8-3, and then there was a hit by pitch controversy that.
Or was it a hit by pitch?
Yeah. Or it seemed to trigger that whole inning. For them to come back the way they did, I think it gives them all the momentum in the world going into Yankee Stadium. But you figured the Nats and the Cubs would be a series that would just go to 5. It just has that feel to it.
Max Brown might have to go back to USC, not to school, but to the beach to rest. He gets hurt. Danucci gets in. He gets his helmet knocked off twice, and they end up losing to Syracuse. Penn State gets 245 yards from Trace McSorley. Who? And he throws a touchdown pass. They steamroll past Northwestern. Ohio State clubbed Maryland. Notre Dame beats North Carolina. West Virginia loses to TCU. But what do we care about in Pittsburgh? The team that plays football there. And they'll be there this Saturday at noon taking on North Carolina State. What's up with the Pitt Panthers?
Yeah, tough loss yesterday too, and they seem to have that game in control anyhow. And they took a couple of questionable penalties that seemed to change momentum in that game. Not only did they lose Max Brown, and Danucci's got to keep his hat on, but they lost that freshman on a red shirt possibly.
Losing red shirt, yeah, which is tough. But you know what? I'm not as big of a guy that's concerned with that, because the only really issue with that is if the kid's ever going to get to a fifth year. And if he's any good, he's leaving Pitt before then anyway. So that's not a major concern as far as I see it. I don't think this is a kid who's the building block for the ultimate future of the Pitt football program. I know Narduzzi's going to get criticized for it because of that loss, but I mean, it's almost like the Pirates failing to bring up a rookie because they're afraid of him reaching arbitration in 3 years.
This is what really matters most to me. Let me show this. I'm glad you had the paper out, the Post-Gazette, NFL Sunday. They do a great job. Here it is. Next week, first 30,000 fans. Now a member of the Steelers, a James Conner bobblehead. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Show that, Noah.
They must have had some leftovers.
They must. No. Anyway, look, I got to get into the wheelhouse. I love this place. Big screen televisions, great food, hors d'oeuvres. Anyone? How about a cocktail? Maybe a martini. This is a little highball.
This is right in your wheelhouse.
Give me a little high on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta love Rivers Casino. Black and gold end zone. Just the smells are free, folks, and the fun is too. So get over here and enjoy what we like to call being a high roller. It's a window drop. Rivers Casino on the shore that is the North Shore of Pittsburgh. And the Kuhns Market Black and Gold Sunday show in just a few.